Hello everyone and welcome to our first, maybe last, depending on how it goes, UT 1999 SubBot Tournament. I am Caliber of the Genuine PC Gamers channel, and in this short video today I'm just going to outline what this series contains. Starting with number 1. What is a SubBot Tournament? Why are we doing it? What's the whole premise behind it? Number 2. How were the bots set up for this? And number 3. The structure of the tournament. So sit back and relax as I explain just how much time went into these fun but rather pointless videos. Now, Unreal Tournament is a classic first-person shooter. Everyone remembers the introduction for its iconic gothic style and bassy voiceover. But ironically, one of my favourite memories is actually just setting up bots, throwing them into a deathmatch, and then having a drink with my best mate and placing bets on who's going to get the first blood, who's going to win the match. So a large part of this is just me finding a way to indulge in this secret guilty pleasure that I had as a child. However, I'm going to take it one step further by naming each bot after one of our Twitter followers and setting individual attributes for them. Unreal Tournament was ahead of its time in 1999. As you can see, you can set up skill, accuracy, alertness, the degree of camping and strafing you want that bot to perform. You can even choose one of 5 combat styles: normal, aggressive, berserker, cautious, or avoidant. You can also set how much you want that bot to jump around. But how could I make sure that each one of our Twitter followers has an equal chance of winning? Well, here's how I chose to set up the bots. First, I counted the integer range for each of the bots' configurable settings. Then, I used random.org to create those values. It's a really cool website if you need true random numbers. Then came the hard work. It took me maybe 20 minutes of entering data to make sure that each of my 32 Twitter followers, that's the maximum number of bots you can have, had completely random values assigned to their bots. One lucky person gets to be the walkout. And here's the result. I think it's pretty beautiful as far as Excel data goes. You can download it through the link in the description as well. Now let's talk about the tournament structure and rules. I wanted to replicate the single player deathmatch campaign as closely as possible, so I started with some research. My research complete, I jumped into my player preferences and set myself as spectator only. Then I set up my first bot match on Oblivion, and this is the first problem. I have a total of 32 bots representing my Twitter followers, but each match supports a maximum of 16 bots. Now, Unreal Tournament doesn't let you specify which bots you want in a match. You can only choose sequential or random selection. Thankfully, an old mod called XBots fixed this issue, so I was now able to create 2 bot lists of 16 players each. You can see SubBot list 1 here, and I've left those enabled from 1 to 16. And then for SubBot list 2, it's actually the same bots, I'm just unchecking the enable bot checkbox for the first 1 to 16. So 17 to 32 will be in the list. All I have to do next is tick the SubBot list that I want and hit start game. But having 2 bot lists means that I also need 2 ladders for this tournament. So here's the structure that I settled on after some research. I tried a few free platforms that track tournaments for you, but honestly they just overcomplicated the process, so we're back to my trusty Excel sheet. Now this is very simple. We have the subbots in the first column, everyone listed there with a white line to distinguish between the first and second track of each map, and then along the first row we have the map name. This makes it really simple to track the score for each subbot on each map. The score is calculated by the number of frags they perform minus the number of deaths they incur. For example, in this screenshot from a test game I ran, we can see that Blazed Outlaw got 10 frags but has 4 deaths, so he obtained a score of 6 for that match. Meanwhile, right at the bottom, we've got Eerie and Gar, only got 1 frag with 7 deaths, and so they're on minus 6. The matches will last no longer than 10 minutes, and each one will be narrated by myself or one of our other genuine PC gamers. The overall tournament winner will receive a prize, but our channel is still young and not revenue generating, so it will be something small. Probably an Unreal Tournament CD key, that seems appropriate. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the series. Subscribe for the chance to be part of the next SubBot Tournament.